Yo, what's going on, guys? It's CoJoMo here, back with another video. Today we are going to talk about how we can use utility in order to set ourselves up for kills and gain space around the map. This is something that is going to be a professional level concept. Those of you that are new to the game, trying to get into it, can learn a lot from this video and grow a ton as a player. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing that you guys need to understand, and this is the most basic way that you can use utility to kind of go to the next level with it, is combining two pieces of utility to synergize together. Almost think about them as abilities. We're actually going to use our CT example first here, even though I'm on T side. Say you have a molly or incendiary, whatever you have, and you know that the T's are kind of scaling or pulling behind this area on cat. If you hear them in this area and you can cut them off with a utility like a molly like that, what do we want to do then? Where do we know the T's are going to be? If we molly them off, maybe we hear them tick, and we know that they're back here, they're setting up nades, doing all these things. We know now that we have them funneled into this area, right? They are funneled into this position, and it can become very easy because of that molly and incendiary that we threw to come up here then and to chunk them with a nade. You can throw whatever nade you want to throw at them, you know, depending on where you want it to land. You can change the trajectory a bit, but that is an easy 50 plus damage nade because you know exactly where they are, right? Because you used your utility to funnel them and put them into a different position. On the CT side, we can see the same exact thing, right? Say we're taking long, we molly, you know, we have a feeling, or we hear someone back there, we have a feeling someone's right there. You can actually throw an HE behind the molly and chunk a guy that's waiting back here. Low level players never do this, and they don't understand how to get that utility damage. It's by doing simple things like this, guys. Crowd control them with a molly or a smoke, right? Same thing with a smoke. If you think that they're going to be behind the smoke, dump an HE behind them. Boom, same thing. You're going to chunk these people, and it's so easy. I see players doing this all the time, right? If you ever get smoked off in mid doors, I guess this isn't really synergizing utility, but I see a lot of players using that smoke cover to nade up catwalk, and I think I missed it, but they nade cat like that. Boom. Throw them a little birthday present up here, and you know, obviously doors should be smoked all the way up here. But using that synergy is everything that you're gonna need in order to set yourself up to start doing those next level plays, right? It's so important, it's so valuable, and it ties into kind of what we want to do with utility for our next tip and trick that pros are doing. But before I get into that, I have to teach you how to sell Counter-Strike 2 skins for real life money. The sponsor of today's video is SkinPlace, a site where you can instantly and safely sell skins for real money. It really only takes seconds. To get started, you need to log in via Steam. Choose the skins that you want to sell. Next, choose a withdrawal method. Currently available are Visa and MasterCards, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and balance on site if you plan to withdraw money later. Enter your wallet number and do not forget to use my promo code CoJoMoCS for a 3% bonus on your first sale. When you have filled in the gaps, click Receive Money Viola. The funds will arrive in your account soon. I left the link to SkinPlace in the first comment. Have some good sales. Alright guys, so we can expand on the synergization. How do you say that word? Someone in the comments let me know. Synergizing, but with our teammates, right? So what can we do? I wish this in an Inferno, but I'll use Dust2 as an example. Say we're CTs retaking B, we can also synergize with our teammates. We can have a teammate line up right behind us or next to us and be like, hey, can we double nade car? And then he's behind you, you run forward and nade, and there's two nades, right? Boom. You just chunk this guy and you kill him, right? This guy's standing here and he's going to eat these nades. Boom. He's going to eat them, right? So you can do this all across the map. The same thing I showed you earlier with long being mollied off, right? This is mollied. You can be like, yo, bro, let's double nade. Come with me, double nade. Boom. Easy. Double nade. Very good damage. And it's, you know, you should do these things when you know somebody 100% is there, right? And actually with Counter-Strike 2, you can do this by yourself. If you get really talented at doing this, you can juggle utility because you can pick up more in spawn. So you can tell your teammates to drop HEs in spawn. You have them over here. You molly off cat. You know, you make sure you have your HEs ready. All right, I'm throwing my first HE. I lost it. I'm throwing my first HE and then throw my second HE. And the beauty of this is it also fakes information. The guys on cat, while they're eating these nades, they might be like, guys, there's two in CT. There's two throwing nades from CT. And it just creates that good fake presence as well. Smart players might understand that maybe it's the same guy throwing it, but at the end of the day, you don't really know 100% unless you're seeing that. And when you're blocked up by a molly or a smoke, it is absolutely impossible to do anything about it. But let's go ahead and move on to our next point now. That's going to be using your flashes specifically in order to set yourself up for kills. I'm going to use long here as an example. One thing that you can do as a CT is, even if you know somebody's going to be here door side or they're scaling out like this, the beautiful thing about this game is if you can throw flashes that don't blind you but blind the other team. See how that, I'll throw it again. See how this lands? Boom. I could be peeking as it pops and it doesn't blind me, but it's going to blind somebody who's out here, right? So somebody who's holding is going to get full white. So what you can do is you can throw those flashes and pre-fire angles super hard. So I'm throwing that flash and I'm getting ready to peek aggressively, right? Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, when I throw this flash, it is time to fight. Like it is my time. So I'm coming through here and I'm trying to pre-fire this guy door, right? And you could even throw that and start pre-firing before you even see him. Same thing here. You could just start doing these things and pinning people down. And based on one flash, now maybe we pin somebody down blue and we know exactly where he is, and this guy is now screwed because we are holding him aggressively here, trying to get that frag, and it can be so free for us, so easy, right? So that's one thing that you can do with your utility, is use your flashes in ways that you're not going to get blind. Same thing on T side, but the other team is going to have to react to it. So I can throw a flash over the corner. I love doing this play. Throw a flash over the corner. I'm not going to get blind and try to run this guy down that might be trying to get out, right? You get so many kills doing this. You can get really good info. Maybe you blind an opera that was posted on site. He has to fall back, and now you know, hey, there's an opera here, right? And you can play the round out how you want to with that information, right? But it's just so good to be able to use flashes in a way that you are controlling the situation. You control the situation and you mess around with different timings and when to go. One round I might throw the flash over doors and not peek until it pops. Another round I might throw it and then instantly peek with it, you know, trying to catch that guy off before it actually pops. And then another round I might just throw it. Oh, I hear him shoot. He ran away. Now I lurk out and just try to take the timing. These are 3 different ways we can use flashes to set ourselves up and take these different timings, right? It's all about changing it up and making sure that you are being unpredictable and not, not giving that other team the understanding of what you want to do. So it's very important to understand that. Also, guys, it's very important if you want to subscribe to this channel. It'd help me out so much. We're getting so close to 25,000 subscribers. It sounds crazy, but we're right there. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the last concept, and arguably one of the most important, especially for you lurkers out there, is setting up your utility in a way that fakes out the opponent. One of my favorite ways to do this is to tell my team to get ready to go mid to B, but instead of throwing the traditional mid to B smoke that lands up here and blocks off this side, right, instead of this one, all right, the one that lands here, what am I doing instead? I'm up here on catwalk, make sure we actually have catwalk, make sure we have control of it, no one's peeking us, and I'll say, guys, give me some util. And so maybe I'll have them drop me a smoke, but regardless of what I'm doing, I'm throwing the CT drop smoke and maybe also a cross smoke here, and then I'm flashing over, throwing util. But what does it do? It creates this drop smoke right here, and I'm faking that we're using it for cat. So the CT guy is going to rotate in, trying to stop this and prevent us from going, while my teammates walk out mid to B, and they still are covered from A side. Do you see how even though this smoke is meant for an A hit, they are still completely covered and able to go mid to B? And now we've drawn rotators off, right? We've drawn rotators off to the A site, but we still get the same exact effect with this smoke. You can do this across the board on, this is a big level, right? This is like very high IQ type of play, but you can do this across the board on multiple plays that you're doing, right? On the CT side, I literally got caught off. I was so mad. I was playing a scrim and the CT threw this smoke right here, and he had one guy sit here and spam the smoke, like kind of pressure and do this kind of thing, right? So we're sitting here in mid and we're like, okay, bro, he's spamming that smoke, try to catch this guy off, like try to fight him. And while he was doing that, he had a teammate walk through here and go into lower, right? And he caught the edge of the smoke right here and started killing me. And I was like, bro, like, well played to him. I was so frustrated because I'm like, dude, like, that was smart, but like, it's just so frustrating. But you can use defensive smokes and use these smokes to fake something that you're not actually doing, right? Don't be afraid to fake utility in a way that's going to, make the other team think you're doing one thing and you're actually trying to do the other. One of my favorite examples when I'm rifling, because if those of you that don't know, I'm a professional opper, so usually I have the op. But when I'm rifling, and not when I bomb, but I might throw the smoke, and if they're not playing heavy for like mid from B, they're kind of tucking, and I hear these people spamming in CT, one thing I might do is throw a flash here, jump through, and try to kill this guy. And surprisingly, I know it seems like a crazy play, but especially in pugs and matchmaking games, Oh, it is a great play to do because this guy is not being quiet about where he is. He's sitting here going, spamming, doing all these things. And so many times, like I'll do that play and I'll actually catch him out with an HE. And it's scary, but one thing I'll do is with this util that I'm faking that I'm going mid to B with. They think I'm going to mid B with this util is I won't even flash. I hear him reloading and I'll jump through and, you know, analyze the situation. If there's two guys, shoot the guy that's not reloading, obviously. But if there's just one guy, shoot him and then get ready to frag. But my favorite thing to do in these situations is you've got the kill. Guys, let's play this like chess, right? We don't want to oversell ourselves. We got the kill. We are now in a very good position right here, right? We are in a super solid position. Bad players, what they're going to do is they're going to do this play, get the kill, and then try to keep fighting. Oh yeah, try to fight me. Guys, your job's done here. Tell your teammates to go B. You contain here, right? You contain, you do your thing, and make them clear you. Make them come all the way in here and clear you, and you've won the round. This is how we use utility to go to the next level and understand how to get better at this game. Too many people, they just watch a YouTube video and they're like, okay, this is how I smoke this, right? This is how I smoke B. I come here, aim like this, and I throw flashes. That's great. You are learning. This is very good, right? But how do we use utility to the next level to add that layer? We need that layer to really be a good player. And it's something that's better to learn earlier on than later, right? It's always good to learn that earlier on. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you'd like individual coaching, I'm here to provide that. I love to work with you and help you get better at the game. I love Counter-Strike, and you know, a lot of you guys out there just want to get better, and I want to see that happen. So thank you all so much for the support. If you want to watch some of my games, check it out on HLTV. Just go ahead and search my username in there. And then I'm preparing for my event in Saudi Arabia later this year. So I have a busy schedule ahead, but I'm here to provide the best content for you guys. Let me know suggestions down below, and I'm always here to help you guys get better. So appreciate all of you. Peace out. Peace out.